What is my camera doing and why won't it focus? Now we're focused. Okay, sick. Anyway, last night I went to a Calgary Flames game and then I came home and did homework, so I'm super tired today, but I still managed to get this Bren gameplay in the background this morning. It was like one of my first games on too. I found a brand new Bren loadout that I've really been enjoying. It's basically like a 2-shot kill because each bullet does literally 50 damage. Unless the enemy has armor, it's a 2-shot kill. The recoil is really bad to control, but if you treat it like a marksman rifle, it's pretty good. There was some tryhards on the other team of this game of Desert Siege Control, and I didn't expect anything to happen in the gameplay. I was getting my dogs and then my local intel, and eventually the tryhards on the other team I made rage quit because they just couldn't compete with this Bren. And I think I got one of my fastest V2s I've ever gotten. And it was weird because the game was so competitive up until the last round where the enemies just became like bots. And I thought there was no way I was going to get a V2. But literally with like one enemy left, I got the V2. So that's the gameplay in the background. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. I want to talk about why Call of Duty doesn't do things like this more often. And what I'm referring to is the new Cold War DLC that's coming to Cold War. We don't know when it's coming. I don't even know if it's been officially announced yet. It was kind of leaked, very similar to the DLC that we saw in Modern Warfare 2019 during Cold War's life cycle, where we saw the Psychovs, the CX-9, and I can't remember the LMG's name for the life of me. But now we're getting the same thing during Vanguard's life cycle with some Cold War weapons. I think there's some new operators. The map WMD has been found in-game, and there's going to be screenshots up on screen from my news section of my Discord. I have a bunch of mods that will surf Twitter and then just the Call of Duty news sphere, and then they'll post the news there like the second it launches. So there's a new SMG and a new melee weapon, which is a scythe. I think the SMG is called the Vargo 52, and I have no idea if there's more weapons, but that's what we know of right now. So it's actually really cool to see new DLC like this come out after a game technically isn't in a life cycle anymore. And it's good for an average Call of Duty player, because for those that loved Modern Warfare 2019 and Cold War wasn't their speed, when Modern Warfare got more DLC, it was great for those Modern Warfare players. And it's the same situation for Cold War players during Vanguard. There's now more Cold War DLC for them to work towards. And I don't understand why Call of Duty doesn't do this more often, because it just benefits us more. Because with how Call of Duty is with cross progression and cross platform play, I think it's actually a really good thing right now that we're getting more DLC for previous Call of Duty games. Because honestly, if these DLCs of the Vargo and the Scythe were never introduced into Cold War, well, not that they're introduced yet, but I most likely would never have played Cold War again unless it was like for some weird obscure reason. But this gives me a reason to go back to Cold War and actually grind them. Very similar to what the Psychovs and the CX-9 did within Modern Warfare. I didn't think I was going to play Modern Warfare 2019 for the longest time, but I ended up going back. So what I want to see in the future is more DLC like this across multiple games. I think it's better for the players. It gives us more variety, and it kind of shows that they're upkeeping their games, even though we've seen Modern Warfare do some questionable things with how that game has become extremely unstable since the launch of Vanguard. But imagine a world where everything stayed non-broken, basically stays untouched, where there's no bugs, no glitches after a Call of Duty comes out. Imagine if we continue to get DLC and content for that game even after the fact. It would make players, I wouldn't even say it would make players, it would intrigue players, because personally for me, I would love to play multiple Call of Duty titles rather than just focusing on just one, and then have all those games bring new content. It's fun for someone like me who grinds the new DLC content frequently, and for anyone that does mastery camos or even just wants new weapons in Warzone, this is beneficial to all players. Of course, continue to do this while upkeeping and maintaining your games and making sure games launch in more than just ideal situations where the games are fun and balanced, and continue that content release for that game even after the cycle is ended for it. And for Vanguard's DLC, there's been a lot on the roadmap that we're supposed to be getting. A lot of it does seem like filler content for Season 2. A lot of the zombies stuff seems like things that just should have came with the game in general. We're getting a new zombies map. It seems like it's going to be the exact same as Duran Fun, where it's just going to be like this hub area and like a bunch of objectives you can do here and there. The ray guns being added to the game, which also doesn't make sense. because I think with how Vanguard Zombies is set up, most people are just going to be playing the game to get their camos in the first place. What does look really cool in the new Zombies update is going to be the corrupt lands area of the map that we're going to be able to access. It looks really cool, and it looks like something that the game just should have launched with. So the damage has already been done with Zombies for me. Like, as a Zombies player who has played every single CoD Zombies game religiously, I can easily say Vanguard is the worst. What we should see in future Zombies iterations, regardless of the studios making it, I think the perfect and best Zombies experience is have bones and foundation like Cold War, where the gameplay is good, where anyone can pick it up and play, it's easy to understand, and then you start to flesh out the Zombies experience and then have storytelling and characters like in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, where it kind of brings some personality to the game, because I think Cold War, compared to every other Zombies experience, has really lacked personality, and then Vanguard's an even bigger step down. But if you had the bones of Cold War and the flesh of Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 4, you have this fantastic Zombies experience that I would love to see. And just with how the Black Ops 3 community was realistically during Zombies, which literally dominated YouTube, it would be cool to see that passion and enjoyment for the game come back once again in the form of Zombies, because I think Cold War was one of the most popular Zombies, but imagine Cold War with like Black Ops 3 story quests and just atmosphere. I think would be fantastic. So that would be awesome to see in the future. I don't know why we don't see stuff like that anymore anyways. It's almost like I said in yesterday's videos, it seems like everything's getting watered down to just focus on Warzone and kind of like the uniforms experience of Call of Duty, rather than having these niche little communities like the Zombies community where the games are fantastic. So also with that, I just want games to launch in balanced, finished states. I saw a video the other day where Battlefield 2042 was basically left to die by DICE, and they want to make it free to play, which sucks, man, because I feel so bad for the Battlefield community. I was so excited for this year and having a brand new Call of Duty, Halo, and Battlefield game, and I think the gaming industry in general just let us down. It's not even like the Battlefield developers or the Halo developers or the Call of Duty developers. I think it's just the gaming industry in general let us down this year, because I think the last time a Call of Duty, Halo, and Battlefield game all launched was like 2011 or 2012, and all games were pretty decent and fun to play, and it kind of sucks that we didn't get to see that this year. So I feel so bad for the Battlefield community, because as a Call of Duty player, I have definitely experienced some pretty bad letdowns in the Call of Duty franchise, but for Battlefield to have this big of a letdown where Call of Duty at its worst state is still better than Battlefield 2042 now, my heart breaks for them, because I've been in that situation before, and I think most Call of Duty players have. But yeah, I think like there are so many things that the game developers are doing well, but they're doing it in such small amounts. Like, trust me, like, I'm gonna try and rephrase that. There is definitely some beacons of light in the Call of Duty franchise right now. We're seeing amazing things, cross-platform progression, cross-platform gameplay, new DLC being brought to old games, them actually taking a focus on fixing the bugs. But that's only a couple beacons in an area where there's so many issues. There was like 250 bugs that were known to developers at one point in Vanguard. Caldera has gotten off to a rocky start. Like, there's so many things that they're doing right, but it gets outweighed by the things that they're doing wrong. And I think Microsoft coming in is hopefully going to fix this, but we honestly won't know for the future, and we'll just have to wait and see. But on the more positive side, I'm excited for this DLC to come out. It's going to have more weapons for us to grind, and for those asking, I am about 25 to 50% done the Dark Aether guide / AFK strategy video that I'm planning to upload either Saturday or Sunday. After this video gets uploaded today, I'm going to be doing a lot of homework, and then tomorrow I don't have school at all, so I'm going to be trying to work on the video then, and then hopefully have it edited and recorded for Saturday, Sunday. If it's not on one of those 2 days, it will be for sure guaranteed on Monday. I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Still no word on the new flavors that got shipped out to me from GamerSupps. Use code WILD for 10% off, by the way. I was gonna share those with you guys once I got them, but so far I only know of the grape flavor. I think the other one was like something to do with lime, but I honestly forgot because I haven't looked at the email in a while. But supposedly it's supposed to arrive tomorrow or Saturday. So with that being said, I'm about to head out. And if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.